You're listening to Operation Self Reset with Jake Naraki. What is going on, you freaking awesome people? Welcome back to Operation Self Reset. My name is Jake Naraki, coming to you live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where each and every week we dive into a different topic in the world of personal development. Today we're going to be talking about what's your personal value. Once again, if you are a long-term listener, thank you for joining us. If this is your first time, hopefully it resonates for you and allows you it helps you in your own personal journey. I'm not the guru. I'm not the one-stop shop. I'm just a guy in my home that really enjoys personal development, that knows that with my ideas and my research can hopefully benefit you in your own personal journey. So with that being said, I want to reflect here on a couple of podcasts ago, I talked about financial peace, financial well-being, and Dave Ramsey and getting rid of debt and paying in cash and all that stuff. And currently my goal is to get rid of debt. My current goal is to pay off our car. My current goal is to be very conscious of where our money is going, and that's kind of hard to do, especially during the holiday season here at the end of 2019. And to show you a little bit on how sometimes you have a goal and you have a vision, sometimes you get knocked off track. Well, as of late, we bought a used vehicle, which was a very good purchase for our family. That used vehicle has some major rust damage that was underneath the surface in the trunk, and they're going to replace it. Honda's going to replace it, but they're going to split the difference with us, and it's about $1,500 out of our pocket to fix. Okay, fair enough. We just bought a used car. We didn't notice the rust. It wasn't anything that even the dealer saw. It was kind of hidden, tucked away, and whatever. It's part of the growing process, right? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. We didn't really lose, but it wasn't a great win either, right? I think we all been in those situations. And then on top of it, a rental property that I have, the sub pump stopped working, and there was about 8 inches of water in the basement. So we had to replace all the flooring, we had to rip out drywall, we had to replace the furnace, the hot water heater, and as you can see, that bill skyrocketed to well over $2,800 to about $3,500 on top of the $1,500 that we agreed to fix the rust. Now, as you can tell, that is a big chunk of cash right before the holidays. That's a big chunk of cash that is coming out of our pocket, especially when we want to be very clear of paying off our debt. We're accruing more debt. And so it's difficult to stay positive. It's difficult to stay the track and to stay the path when things like that happen. And I'm sharing this with you not to for you guys to feel, oh, poor you, Jake, hopefully you get past it. Look, I'm going to survive. It's going to be fine. But I'm just bringing you into the real world, that sometimes even the things that people say in podcasts or people say in books, or if they quote unquote consider themselves gurus, they go through some stuff too. And even though I just proclaimed on how great it would be to be financially free and financially independent, sometimes those goals, aspirations, dreams, visions need to be delayed. And so this is a reminder to myself that even though the locomotive is going really good at times, I need to be appreciative. I need to be thankful, because as we can see in a snap of a finger, you can be paying $5,000 out of your pocket pretty quick. And look, you're a human. You guys have your own expenses, your own pitfalls, and your own victories. But it's one of those things that is a reminder to all of us to understand that there's going to be peaks and there are going to be valleys, and we need to understand that what's the long-term vision, what's the long-term goal, because anything that we want to cheat our way to, chances are it's not going to work out. So with that being said, let's get into the topic for today. What's your value? And so the reason why I bring this up is because I feel that value is a good term to kind of talk about before the holidays here. Here in America, we have Thanksgiving, which is a big holiday, being thankful, family, friends, and it's kind of the springboard that throws us into the holiday season with Christmas and New Year's and presents and holiday parties and all different types of things. And as we know, and especially when you're a child, what's the one thing that your parents say to you? It's not about the presents. It's about the people that you're with. It's not about the things that you get. It's about the memories that you create. We all understand those types of things. And it's a reminder to us that when we start to embark on a holiday season, we know that we need to start buying things and buying gifts for people. And my wife and I just sat down no more than a couple minutes ago, and she was showing me things on Amazon that she wanted to buy for X, Y, and Z people. And I'm like, geez, it's like, here we go. And so the funny thing is that we know that gifts provide value for the people that are receiving them, but the problem is that we don't combine the value to the gift. As in, we look at the gift, we know that they'll like it, but the problem is we're not looking at it in that kind of flow. We're looking at it as, this is $45. Is it really worth $45? Are they going to get $45 worth of joy out of it? And you start to play this game of, well, can I afford $45? Is $45 too much or too little for my spending right now? And it takes away the value perspective. And the reason why I bring this up is because it's a realization to all of us that when we want value in our lives, and I'm not just talking about the holiday season, I'm not talking about Christmas presents or anything like that. I'm thinking about your own personal values. What is it that you value? Is it a good night's rest? Is it good food, love, laughter, fun, journey, trips, experiences? What are those value kind of statements to you? And instead of getting wrapped up in thinking that for your trip you need to have the new raincoat and you have to have this cool sleeping bag, and of course I'm just kind of giving ideas here, does that really increase the value of that experience? Sure, right? Because if it's raining and cold, well, you wish you had that equipment. But what I'm trying to get to is the deeper meaning of what's behind there. Is that the real stories, the real identity, the real moments that are captured in these jars of life that we recall on are not the ones that we always think through fully. They're more the random experiences, that wonderful moment, that genuine conversation that caught us off guard, that question that really awoke who we are, or what we're about, or where we're going. And unfortunately, and the good part is, unfortunately and fortunately, we can't plan for stuff like that. And so I want you to think for a moment, a couple of moments, and to think of what are the values that you want, or what are the values that you need in your own personal life. Those values are going to be different for you compared to me. And in this season here of giving and being grateful and celebration and holiday and singing songs and good food and good people, I want you to think of what are your personal values. What is it that you really stand on? What is the thing that lights you up like a true Christmas tree? Instead of plugging in something else, what plugs you in? What allows you to be the brightest that you can be over the course of the next 2 months here? Not what you can give to people, not only in money or food or enjoyment, but what is it that you can personally bring out in yourself? What is it that you personally crave? And what is it that you can do to create more of those experiences, memories for you during the course of the next 2 months? It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to know that I'd rather hang out with these people because they're going to bring the best joy out of me as opposed to these negative Nancy's that are really going to drain me. And as we go through the holiday season, chances are you're going to be with family or friends or people that are vampires, that drain you, that aren't really that fun and enlightening. But yet you need to say hi and say happy holidays and meet with them. But don't get married to the idea that you have to be with them for an extended period of time. Understand that you need to be grateful and to be respectful, but also surround yourself with the type of things and people and ideas that you personally want to be around for the next 2 months here. What is your personal value? What is it that you value in the course of the next 2 months that lead into a great start into the new year? Along with that, of thinking of these positive keywords and ideas, it reminded me of the wording. The wording is the message and the power behind what it is that you state. And it's funny, in the English dictionary, there are more negative words than there are positive words. It's almost 2/3 negative words than to 1/3 positive. And isn't that interesting? What is it that we always heard from our parents growing up? No. You can't have that. And chances are, if you're a parent today, you're saying the exact same thing. And chances are, even if you're a single individual, when you see something that you want, what do you say to yourself? No, can't have that. Shouldn't have that. Sometimes you splurge a little bit and you feel guilty or whatnot. But nonetheless, there is a lot of truth to the words that we speak. And in the English dictionary, this is a true fact. There are more negative words than positive words. And so it's a realization to us that we need to focus on the positive, which is twice as hard to do, especially when there's more words that represent negativity than there is positivity. And fortunately, we're going to a season where there's going to be more positivity, more energy, more vigor. There's going to be more passion. There's going to be more love in the air, more holiday spirit. And this is the best time to remind ourselves of how good it feels to be around those good positive words as opposed to the negative ones. And especially here in the Midwest, I live here in Wisconsin, we're going to be embarking on a very dreary, cold January, February, and March. And we've already gotten hit pretty hard with snow already a couple times here early November, which is very odd for the Midwest here. But nonetheless, the negative words are already coming out. And it's kind of hard to stay positive when it's always dark and overcast. And I'm not just talking about with the weather, but with the people that surround you and hang out with you and talk to you. And it's so embrace the next 2 months here. Embrace the idea of this holiday spirit because it brings out all this positive energy and positive wording. And also reflect on the words that you're sharing with others to allow you to embark on hopefully a great start into 2019 instead of utilizing those negative words, those negative two-thirds of words that are associated in the dictionary here in the English language. So again, what is your value? What is it that you truly value? What is the value that you can bring to others? And what is it that you personally enjoy? And surround yourself with more of that. Easier said than done. This is a time of being thankful and grateful and having gratitude. And lastly, my gratitude idea, my gratitude moment is truly this. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to speak into a microphone that's connected to this little machine that goes into my computer, that goes into a wire, aka the internet, and goes to your earbuds, to your car, to your home, your work, wherever you are. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, truly, I'm grateful to be a part of your life. I'm grateful for you to be listening to me. And don't think for a second that I take this for anything less. So with that being said, I appreciate you full-heartedly. If you need anything from me, email me, jake@operationselfreset.com. If there's anything that I can do for you, feel free to reach out to me. And once again, I will be here next week, Wednesday, for another great episode. And once again, though, what is your true value? What is it that you value your own life? And with that being said, I am truly grateful for you. Thanks, guys. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you next week, Wednesday.